Hello everyone and welcome to the NumPy series where NumPy is a popular Python library which stands for numerical Python and it deals with numbers and array. Array are a special data structure that NumPy offers. So in this series you will learn how to create arrays, generating array using built-in functions, how to find their shape, reshape them, sorting and adjust their values. And we will also see exactly why array are so much better than list. So in this series is going to cover it micro lectures and you can find NumPy playlist in our channel. So if you are not subscribed our channel, subscribe it so you do not miss any important lecture. Now if you are new to the channel, welcome to Schoolabe where I am Rohit Srivastav who share helpful programming tutorials which will take your programming skill to the next level. So what exactly are we waiting for? Let's start coding. Now we start our code by importing NumPy library. In Python, we gain access to the library with import NumPy as np. The np is actually a convention and you could actually stop at only import NumPy, although we usually do it as np. Now we used to create our fundamental object in NumPy, which is called array. One way we can create a new array is with arrange function. So now here we write np.arrange. Now let's see what happens if we pass the number 6 into it. That will create a NumPy array with 0 to 5. Good, right. We are officially created an NumPy array. We can also create NumPy array with np.array back. So now we can also create NumPy array with the np.array. So now we can also create NumPy array with the array function. So here we write np.array bracket square bracket and we pass this list into the array function. So what will it do? It will create the NumPy array of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we back to our arrange function and see what more can we do with it. Okay, we see that we are dealing with NumPy and array object which consists of 6 different digits organized in a sequence where the first digit is 0 and the last digit is 5. So in this example, 6 represent as something called a stop value. So once we reach this value, we stop counting and do not include it inside the array. That's why we have element from 0 to 5. Now we know default counting of arrays start from 0, but if we don't want to start counting from 0, what if we want to count from 1 or 2, what can we do? So here uh, in this case we simply specify 2 arguments inside this arrange function. So let's just copy this line and paste here. Now we will add our first argument. In this case we need to start to count from 1. So the first argument we specify is 1, which is known as the start value. So 1 and the last argument is the stop value which is 6. Okay, let's execute it. And now in this time it display a array with the starting element of 1 and ending element of 5. That great. Now what if we don't want to include all digits from 1 to 5, 1 to 6? What if we want only include the even digit which is 2 and 4? What can we do? In that case we will specify 3 arguments this time. we will just write np.arange and starting value is 2 and stop point is our 6. Now we add our third argument, which is called step. In our case, we like to jump to number at a time, and that's why we specify 2. If we run this code, we will see now this time we have element only 2 and 4 in our array. What we are not exactly limited to whole number inside this arrange function. We could have decimal number went for a half in terms of step. For example, we just copy this and paste here and we write 0 0.5. Now we are working with floating point number as well. Actually, there is nothing that prevents us from specify negative digit as well. For example, we just copy this, paste here, and now starting point we set to -2 and execute it. Now we have negative numbers with floating point and with positive numbers also. So now we can also here specify negative number in the place of step, which will which will include element in reverse order in our NumPy array. So here we just copy it, paste it, change the place to 10, 1, and -1, and we execute it. So now here we have so here we have NumPy array with reverse order.